The thing about people is that you never really expect a different outcome than you already were going to expect. In the case of Phil getting copyright strikes on his level 1 podcast, I still don't believe that that's a podcast. He went on to delete every single video that he had of that level 1 podcast, just because he was afraid that if YouTube looked into it, they would give him yet another copyright strike. This whole thing has gotten really out of hand, but then he went on his day off, his quote-unquote much-needed day off, which for a guy that just sits around doing nothing and playing video games all day for the internet while rattling his cup around, you really expect him to be like a coal miner or something like that. But then later on, he said that his channel was still up and he had something hilarious to say. I wonder if it's actually going to be hilarious.
No.
Alright, so here's the deal. This is going to hit again. I mean, this person, whoever this is, doing this, has issued a bunch of individual strikes and essentially is trying to destroy my business.
Well, here's the thing with that, though, Phil. A lot of people are speculating / having theories about what's going on. You're saying that it's still detractors pretending to be the company, but yet what is happening is that the parent company, Universal Music Group, is actually going to keep going with the strikes. Then again, him thinking that deleting the videos would save him from the strikes, it will not. And also, him saying that YouTube told him to delete the videos, that's still not a good move as well. He could still private the videos and it would be fine, in quotes, fine. But it could be another company within Universal Music Group copying his or striking his channels down. You never know. Like I said, it's just a theory.
Okay? So what I did is I had to take extreme action. Now you might say, well, why didn't you private all of your podcasts and streams and everything that ever used that intro? Well, I could, except there's a problem with that.
No, there is no problem with that. It would have been just fine, like I said, fine, if you privated the videos. Because, who knows, what if the copyright strikes actually got revoked, meaning that your counterclaims went through? It would have been fine and you wouldn't have fucked yourself.
When you private a video, it just means the public can't see it. But if there's already a copyright strike in the pipeline, it will still apply to your channel. I know this for a fact because in 2015, one of the first times I was ever really negatively affected by this issue, I had all my videos privated that I thought would be affected, and I still got a second copyright strike for it.
In case that people don't know what's going on, it's essentially Be Awesome One claiming his videos because apparently he used art that he never got permission for. So that's the reason why he got those strikes. But like I said, Phil, if you put in the counter notification saying, hey, this is fair use, there shouldn't be a problem with it, they would have approved it nonetheless. But knowing Phil, he's not too bright when it comes to shit like this.
So, privating does nothing. It doesn't help. It's already issued. You're screwed.
Oh, yeah, content ID! Content ID! Content ID alert!
Yeah, but then again, he seems to think that copyright claims are the same as strikes. They're not. Although, if a company is really petty enough, they could make those into strikes. But that's besides the point. But still, like I said before, it would have been fixed if you put in the counters while they were privated.
It really upsets me. Let's just put it that way. It really upsets me. All right? This is work that I've done for the last year. These are shows that I built up. These are topics that people like to hear.
No, they don't. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, Phil. Nobody gives a shit about your day off. You know, with your shitty little sound box that goes da 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 da, whatever. Nobody gives a shit about your day off. Yeah, I went to the grocery store. I went to the pet store to pick up some supplies. My wife and I went out to eat with the money that y'all gave me. Nobody gives a shit. And also, you just admitting a while ago that you get your news stories on Twitter and nothing else, it just shows how mundane and boring you really are, and that you don't go outside the fucking box and try to get more news stories. Instead, Twitter is your way to go, but Sir Elon Musk ruined that for you. So you gotta bitch and complain, bitch and complain. The Level 1 podcast, more like the bitching and whining podcast.
Right? This is not just me bullshitting every day. This is a lot of meaningful discussion that I have with my audience, Q&A. These are shows that...
That's not meaningful. All it is just you bitching and moaning and complaining about everything. How is that meaningful? You think that everything that you say, that everyone thinks should revolve around you. You know, the fat state of Philip. It doesn't. Get that delusion out of your fucking head and actually see the world for what it really is. Nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody cares about what you have to say. Hell, nobody cares about what I have to say.
Likely over time would have gotten views, residual views, in the background. And now this is 10 months of my life deleted. That I shouldn't have to delete. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, you did nothing wrong. You did everything correct. But here's what you did, Phil, once you deleted those videos. It fucked you in the algorithm. Now, when people are trying to look for you, they can't find you anymore because you got rid of about 350,000 views off of your channel. When you did the same shit back in 2015, you lost about 1.5 million views on your channel, and the algorithm fucked you. So essentially, you're fucking yourself, yet you're pointing the finger at someone else going, I didn't do anything. No, they're the ones that fucked me with no lube.
I'm not using the song that's getting copyright strikes against it. It's completely false.
Here's the thing with that though, Phil. Even though you quote unquote didn't use the song, which you clearly did, the beat is what they caught. You know, the beat that they used in My Name Is, which is actually a song used back in the 1975. Yeah, if they can hear the beat, you're still using the song regardless. Doesn't even matter. Take, for example, Taylor Swift with Right Said Fred. Right Said Fred sued Taylor Swift because he used a beat of one of their songs. And guess what? Now they're credited as songwriters and probably get royalties.
And I have to delete 10 months of work because of a fucking troll.
There you go. Blaming someone else. Blaming the trolls. Blaming your detractors. We had nothing to do with it. And if someone did, it's none of us. It's probably someone else trying to fuck with you, trying to put in your head this delusion that maybe a troll is after you. Never know. Possibilities are just fucking endless.
It's bullshit, okay? And I'm tired of it. I really am. But it seems like YouTube just doesn't care. They don't. They just really don't seem to want any effort into anything. Everything has to be automated. Too bad. If you get hurt by false things, who cares if it hurts you and your business and your life? We don't care.
Here's the thing with that, though. If you're putting out content and you're using other people's content in your video, then yeah, YouTube will kind of care about it. But if you're trying to push in the counter notifications, yeah, YouTube will care a little bit. If you actually reach out to the Twitter account that they have, Team YouTube on Twitter will help you because it's actually run by a person and it's not going to be May in the fucking YouTube chat helping you. So you didn't do anything. You half-assed it like you always tend to do, and you were expecting results.
We're a giant billion-dollar company. We don't give two shits about you or anybody else. It's disgusting is what it is, in my opinion. It's morally wrong. It's ethically wrong. It's legally wrong. When you're throwing around false DMCA claims, you're breaking the DMCA law.
Yeah, pot is... At this point, they're not even making out at this point. Now they're fucking dating, and now they're got married somewhere. You did the exact same thing, and you told someone else to do the same thing. But yet, you're now sitting there bitching and complaining that I didn't do anything wrong. I'm being fucked over by my trolls again. Phil, calm the fuck down. Take a chill pill, why don't you? Smoke the grass if you have to, but then again, you don't smoke grass. You need to start doing that. Maybe your perspective on life will change for the better.
It's nonsense, okay? These need to be vetted. They absolutely need to. And by the way, I know for a fact that there are cases where YouTube does vet claims. I know it. I have it in writing.
Uh-huh. Show us the writing, Phil. You say you have it in writing. Show us. You claim that you have proof of everything. Why don't you show us? Oh, right. Because if you don't show us, it'll play along with your victim mentality that you're the one being fucked over and everyone else is coming out to get you.
Let's put it that way. Anyway, so I had to delete all this content off my channel. So what is that going to do? I'll tell you what that's going to do. It deletes tons of views off my channel. It's going to make this channel once again be negatively affected. How? This channel will not show up in YouTube search algorithm now. Because I deleted a bunch of content, this hurts a channel. When you have a bunch of content removed from a channel, YouTube's algorithm says, oh, there's something wrong with that channel. that channel had stuff forcefully removed, and therefore, obviously, there's a problem, so don't show in search results anymore.
Exactly like I said already, Phil, but thank you for overly explaining it. But I will continue forward. Essentially, YouTube would look into it and see red flags with it. Oh, what the fuck did this person do? And guess what they'll do? They'll examine that channel further to see what the fuck is going on.
This is what happened to my channel in 2015. Exactly the same situation. And there's nothing I could do to fix it. It took years of me uploading to this channel to get it back into the YouTube algorithm. And now I'm screwed. Again.
Yeah, guess what? You played yourself. That's all that you do. You play yourself and you're pointing fingers at everyone else.
And there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is say, well, tough it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told you to do. Suck it the fuck up and move on with it. But no. I gotta play the victim. Hopefully people will give me money.
Okay, that's it. That's literally it. At this point, I seriously don't even care anymore. YouTube is just such an afterthought to me at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what he's thinking about it now. As soon as he left Twitch, he talked shit about Twitch. YouTube is the way to go. And then whenever he went back to Twitch the second time, YouTube is just an archive channel. Twitch is where it's at. And then all of a sudden, he got kicked out of Twitch. Same thing, over and over and over and over again.
Some people are like, well, why didn't you edit out the intros to the videos? Are you insane? Do you think that YouTube allows you to mass edit videos? No, they do not.
Yes, they do. Sure, you have to do it individually, but that's what YouTube Creator has. It has a tool that you can go in and edit. But here's the problem with Phil here. He refuses to put any effort into his content. Editing content, that takes forever, dude. I'm just used to record, stop, upload en masse with shitty little thumbnails and shitty little subtitles to go along with a video that doesn't even make any fucking sense. Problem is that you don't want to put any effort into it, but yet you'll say that I put a lot of effort into my channel, guys. You don't understand. I've changed. I'm a better content creator now. When in reality, all the people that you shit on actually have people editing their videos, or they're doing it themselves. And I've seen a lot of people that could do editing by themselves, and it turns out amazing. You just don't want to put any effort into it.
YouTube does not allow that whatsoever, okay? I would have had to individually edit every video and edit the intro out. Each video would have taken about an hour.
So wait. An hour? No, Phil. You can do that within an hour. Go through all 300 videos and do that within an hour. You could have saved your fucking channel and got the strikes removed by doing it that way. But the problem is that you refuse to. But yet your greatest idea is to delete everything. And fuck your channel even more.
So let's do the math. 6 shows a week times what? It's a 10 months, so what, 40 weeks? So let's see. 6 hours times 40. So if I spent, 240 some hours plus editing videos, maybe oh, by the way, the channel's already down because already all the strikes have hit.
Really, Phil? You seem to think that it'll take you 240 hours to edit videos? My God, you are very delusional.
So it's not possible. It's not for someone like me who's as, what's the word? Someone who makes as much content as I do. It's not possible to do stuff like that.
The word that you're thinking of is infamous and not for making content. I would say lazy. You're making content lazily. And you seem to think that this is A-O-fucking-K. It's not. You want to put effort into it? Edit your fucking videos.
If I was a giant YouTuber who employed a team of people who could have went in to handle it, if I had a high-up contact at YouTube because I'm a giant YouTuber with millions of subs and makes tons of money on YouTube, maybe I would have had some defense against this. I have none. I don't. All right? I'm small potatoes. No one gives two shits about me at YouTube. They never did, to be honest. Even when I was a big partner at Machinima, YouTube said, delete your videos. They didn't care. They said, the process is the process. You can't go around the process. Once the process is in effect, there's no stopping it. Delete your videos.
You didn't have to listen to YouTube when they said delete your content. You could have just privated all of it and work it out. But you didn't. You listened to it. It's like, okay, I'll just go delete my video. Oh, what is that? I'm not found in the search results. What the fuck? Oh, it must be my filthy detractors. God damn, you fucking idiot.
So that's what I did. Again. Okay? So,
Well, put in this perspective, Phil, at least it wasn't 1.5 million views.
The good news is, after deleting the videos, all right, no additional strikes have hit for now.
Here's the thing with that, though, Phil. Even though the strikes haven't hit, those 2 strikes that you have did not go away. I'm just going to let you know that for the record. Also, I'm going to put this into more perspective. This is another theory. The last time you were hit with copyright strikes, it was only 2 as well. What's the connection with that?
All right. And I've put in 2 counter notifications against the 2 videos in question that were, hit with copyright strikes. And now here's what happens. Here's the legal process that needs to take place.
Okay, before you go on with the legal process, here's what the one thing I don't understand. If this person really wanted to take you down, they would have put in copyright strikes for all of those videos. That way you would have been fucked. But it's only 2. Because if they only have 2, you could still upload and live stream. That's the only reason why. So something is going on behind the scenes that you're not sharing, but you will refuse to share it because it will protect your image.
There's 10 business days that need to pass, okay? Within those 10 business days, this company that supposedly, which is not real, I'm telling you, they're fake strikes, the company, this music company, would have to go to court and issue court orders to say that they're going to sue me for the use of this song in my videos. They're actually going to spend thousands of dollars to go to court and sue me for using a song that's not even in the videos in question.
My guess is that that's not going to happen. I mean, comments will probably prove me wrong, but I'm calling bullshit on that. They're not going to be like, oh, this one person, Philip Burnell, is using our video. Oh, yeah, we're going to sue the fuck out of him, take everything that he's got. No, I don't think that will ever happen.
So I want to think about how ridiculous that would be if a company thought to do that when the song is not even there, right? Like, it wouldn't even make any sense.
The song is there, Phil. It's the beat. Doesn't matter what's changed. As long as the beat is still there, you will still get struck. Just saying.
So, it doesn't make, it's stupid. And it's not going to happen because the claims aren't real. Like I said, it's not even the correct music company supposedly issuing the claims.
Okay, so if it's not the correct company, if it's not Universal Music Group, what company is it, Phil? Please, go on. Please tell us. Come on, boy. Tell us what this company is. I know you want to do it, but you don't want to because you're a little pussy.
It's just bullshit. So, basically, there's nothing I can really do about it besides sit around and wait 10 business days, all right? When 10 business days have passed from me issuing the counter notifications, okay, these copyright strikes will be removed from the channel and we'll be back to normalcy around here.
A DSP stream being normal? You serious?
If any other false strikes hit this channel for any reason, the channel will likely be suspended. And I really don't have any means to fix the process or fix that. I've already talked to YouTube because now I'm going to tell you the next steps that I took, okay? This channel will be suspended and gone. And there's nothing I can do until these counter notifications hit 10 business days, all right? And then the channel will come back, all right? So, in the meantime, everything is in limbo. I'm going to continue making content on this channel, and hopefully nothing happens. But if something happens, we have a backup plan. I'm going to explain that plan to you because I had a nearly 1-hour discussion with YouTube about this.
Oh, 45 minutes talking to May from the YouTube chat. It helped you out. No, you talked to a bot. You didn't take the process into it. Or, excuse me, the processes, as you called it. Essentially, what you're doing is that you're just sitting here and waiting. Now you're constantly living in paranoia, afraid that you're going to lose this channel. This 13-year legacy that you had on DSP Gaming.
And I'm going to tell you everything that they said, okay?
And I'm going to roughly translate this. I'm going to exaggerate everything that they told me, and you have to believe me. Pignos is away.
So, continuing the story. After the false strikes hit and I issued the counter notifications, all right, I went to talk to YouTube about this. The first thing I did is I wrote a very lengthy email.
Oh, what a goddamn shock. You finally wrote an email to YouTube? Something tells me I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked at the same time.
To YouTube's legal department. Legal at youtube.com. They have a legal email address. And I explained to them two things. I said, number one, someone is issuing mass false copyright strikes in my name. This is a massive legal issue for you because someone is abusing your system and I'm trying to notify you via the chat that it's happening and you're ignoring me. I want some action taken on this. Please contact me.
So you went Karen mode to YouTube's legal department via email, saying that people are stealing my identity and false copyright strike people, even though it was me behind the scenes. But I'm not gonna tell you that because that would incriminate me more.
Then I explained I was hit with false copyright strikes as a result of it, and that's a retaliatory action because YouTube did not handle it properly.
Here's the problem with that, though. YouTube did handle it properly. Like I said before, when Snort Hogan, when Duty, when all of these people that you claimed, or you got someone to claim, got their channel struck, they fought it via YouTube system. And guess what? They're getting it resolved. Slowly but surely. The problem with you, though, is that you thought that you won. You know, living in complacency. But in reality, it just was biting you in the ass. And as soon as that happened, karma struck. And your gouty ass was pinched by the jaws of karma. So now you're playing the victim and saying that, oh, it's them doing it, not me. I didn't do anything wrong. I did everything correct. No, Phil, just stop.
So I sent an email off to their legal department, okay? Then I went to YouTube chat again. Now, we already know YouTube chat is worthless, but I said, what the hell? I might as well do it again. It's the only other recourse I have. There's no other means to contact YouTube besides this chat.
No, there's also the Twitter account, but you refuse to go back to there. But your brightest idea was to go back to a YouTube bot in the YouTube chat, hoping that you get some resolution when that resolution will not be resolved. Bravo for that brilliant idea!
So I went to YouTube chat yet again, and I sat there talking to them, and by the way, once again, I documented the entire conversation. I saved the whole thing. I talked to them about 3 different issues. Issue number 1, the mass impersonation that I'm having here of people issuing strikes in my name.
You already tried that once and they didn't do jack shit. Why did you think that this would work again?
After talking to them about this for about 25 minutes and finally getting the person on the other end to understand what I was saying, all right? Here's what they finally said. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, it's probably going to be over-exaggerated, but please, continue.
It's not your problem because you're not doing it.
I call massive bullshit on that, but please continue.
It's the problem of the people who are being hit with the false strikes.
Wait. It's not your problem, even though they're using your identity. So, number 1, it is your fucking problem. And number 2, it's the victim's problem. It's like going up to someone that's getting mugged, but the person that's the victim shoots the mugger. Oh, it's the victim's fault. The victim was the one that shot them, not the mugger. Really? God, this is just hurting my brain.
They either need to use the counter notification system to get the strikes removed,
which they did,
just like everybody else, or they need to get a lawyer and have the lawyer contact us.
Yeah, but they didn't go with the lawyer. They went with the counter notifications, and it's working. So, not very cautious, are you, Philip?
And then we will talk about it further. That's exactly what I was told by YouTube help chat, support chat.
But here's the thing with that, though, Phil. Snort Hogan actually did reach out to you and actually told you to take the claims down. You told him to fuck off and told him that you'll block the email. Don't contact me ever again. And also, on the third part that I made about this, you essentially told all the detractors to fuck off. I'm not helping you anymore. While sounding so whiny because you don't have any bass in your voice, so the threats don't even sound threatening or intimidating at all.
There's nothing I can do whatsoever because I'm not involved in it. Don't get involved in it.
Yeah, but your body language is giving you away, so yeah, you are a part of it.
Do not even, there's nothing I can do at all. The people who are getting the false strikes need to use counter notifications or actually have a lawyer contact YouTube on their behalf. That's what I was told.
Yeah, you're repeating yourself, trying to save your own ass, and it's not working.
All right? And I even said to them, I said, so to make this clear, you're saying you want someone to sue you. And the person responded, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying have a lawyer contact us. That doesn't mean sue. That just means have a legal representative contact us.
That is exactly what it means. Not suing, but they want someone to actually talk to them about it. You know, legal counsel. But you seem to think that, oh, you just want them to contact a lawyer so they could sue you. Phil, why is everything got to be sue with you?
And I was like, so I want you to think about this. Essentially what YouTube is saying is, unless you're rich, you have absolutely no defense against crimes on YouTube.
Okay, so why are you trying to sound like the narrative for the Joker movie here? I made this comparison before with a lot of other people, and they seem to agree with this little notion. You seem to think that they should just, the rich is a bunch of terrible people, and that we need to go up against the rich. I know that's not what you're saying, but it's essentially implied here. But then again, you and the Joker movie are exactly alike, because every time you tell a story, it's from the broken narrator or narrator perspective. Anytime someone tells a story, it's very broken and not very truthful. Try and make yourself look like the hero when in reality, you're just a toxic piece of shit.
Because the only people who can afford to get a lawyer are rich people. If you're not aware, because we'll talk about this, because by the way, I am seeking legal representation, and I have already spoken with 2 different lawyers.
Oh, good for you. So, are you going to start the legal fund?
Just so you know, okay? And I'm going to tell you what happened as a result of that. Lawyers are incredibly expensive. Do you want to know the running rate of a standard lawyer? About $300 an hour. That's not an exaggeration. An average lawyer, just to talk with you, they will charge you $300 an hour.
Phil, that's not true at all. There are some lawyers that can do consultations for free. Or hell, you can contact the hotline in your state that could give you free legal advice. But you seem to want to paint the picture that everything costs money, and I need money.
For their time. So unless you're rich, you can't actually protect yourself. Which is bullshit, right?
No, that's not right. You don't have to be rich. You could be middle class and still afford a lawyer. Hell, you could be in the poverty level and you could still afford a lawyer if needed. But that's the problem with you, is that you seem to think that, oh, all these rich people can afford the lawyers. It's so unfair. I'm not poor, but I've lived the life of poverty.
So that's what YouTube is under the impression. If you are rolling in dough, have a lawyer talk to us and maybe we'll discuss how broken our systems are and help you. But
then again, they also said that you can do the counter notifications, so no lawyer is needed. But you seem to think that, oh, go talk to a lawyer. It's going to help you, when in reality, you probably don't have a case at all.
If you're not rich, we don't care. So since this is going on, I got these false strikes against me. And I even explained to them, I said, listen, if you look at the strikes, you can see that there's a music company that doesn't own the rights to the song that are claiming or hitting my video with the copyright claims or copyright strikes.
I love how he's like mixing up his words, saying copyright claims and copyright strikes. Copyright claims means that you could still have that video up. You won't make money off of it, but you're not going to get your channel struck down unless the company, like I said, is petty. However, copyright strikes, different story. It will take away a lot of stuff, but at the same time,
In addition, my videos don't even have the song in them.
Yes, they do. The beat. God damn, how long do I gotta repeat this for? God damn it, 20 fucking minutes.
It's a different song. So not only is the company incorrect, it's obviously a false impersonation, but also the content is not even in the video. So how can you tell me this is a valid complaint?
You want to know how they could tell? They can run it through a music check. There are a lot of people that could take that and run it through a music match and see what song pops up. If it pops up as My Name Is, then it's using the song.
And they said, well, of course, the YouTube chat support person doesn't do that. They said, we don't handle the complaint here. We have a copyright department. What you need to do is issue counter notices. And it's up to our copyright department to determine if the claim is valid or not. And if they outright can tell it's fake, they'll just get rid of it. But if they can't tell, if there's, what do they say? if you can't prove within a shadow of a doubt that it's fake, then they're just going to pretend like it's real because they don't want to deal with a legal issue. So they'll just pretend like the claim is real. Even if there's mostly evidence saying it's fake, they don't care. They want to protect their own butts.
No, Phil, they will actually put time and effort into seeing if the claim is real or not. Like I said, music match tools, they can run it through that. But you seem to think that, oh, YouTube doesn't care. They're just heartless corporations.
This is so ridiculous. Okay? The third thing I talked to them about was what happens if DSP Gaming gets falsely shut down. Let's say a third strike hits. I said, I've deleted all this stuff, so I should not get hit with a third strike, okay? But what if a third strike hits the channel for something else, and the channel now gets suspended, all right? So here's how it works. Supposedly, if your channel gets 3 copyright strikes against it, and you have taken no recourse, like no defense against it, your channel shut down, and it will stay shut down forever unless you get the strikes removed somehow, okay? 3 strikes, you're out, essentially.
Yeah, that's why they offer the counter notifications claims. If you put those in, or if anyone puts those in and they actually get approved, you'll still keep your channel. But you seem to forget this a lot.
I have counter notices in, and the counter notices were accepted and forwarded to the false claimant, all right? So I already have 2 legal processes in place to protect the channel.
Processes. God, Phil, I hate the way that you pronounce words. Grandeur, Twitter, prosciutto.
If a third strike hits, the channel will not be deleted. The channel will essentially just be suspended, which means once those counter notices clear in, they say it's 10 business days, for when I did it, which would have been 2 days. Well, I guess yesterday would have been the first business day, right? So you figure 2 weeks from yesterday, I guess. Then the channel will come back.
No, that's not how it would work. Meaning that you would have 7 business days to actually put either your affairs in order, get and give up. That's what some people tend to do. But at the same time, they can actually put in the counter notifications and get that sent through. They could try to do that and try to fight to get their channel reinstated or get everything reinstated. But you seem to think that, oh, the channel will go away. Oh, it might not go away. I don't know, guys. I know business law, but y'all don't.
Okay?
Also, I'm going to go back. Anytime Phil says something,
So there you go. We'll come back.
Look what he does.
2 weeks from
really
yesterday,
quick.
I guess.
Look at what he does.
Then the channel will come back.
He always does that stupid little head wiggle. Like, Phil, what the hell is up with that head wiggle? It's like, yeah, you got to believe me, guys. What I'm saying is true. My hypnosis should work on you right now.
Okay? So there you go. So it sucks. The channel would be gone for 2 weeks, but it would come back in 2 weeks. Now, I directly asked this YouTube chat representative who's supposed to be your direct line to YouTube on what to do in these situations. I explained to them, I said, I have other YouTube channels. 2 other ones. They're not really related to DSP Gaming. One is like a reacting channel, and another one is a channel that I used to use years ago and I haven't used. I said, could I use those channels in the meantime? Could I upload content? Could I live stream? And this person in writing stated to me, yes, you can. Yes, those channels will not be affected by the copyright status of DSP Gaming. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that, though, Phil. If that actually is true, then you would have no problems. But in the case, I'm calling bullshit. If you go back to DSP Gaming or KO Gaming, that's the other channel he's going to go to, he's essentially ban evading, which is against YouTube's terms of service. So he would get those channels shut down too. Just saying.
Now, I don't know if this person is correct or not, but that's what I was told in writing. Okay, I have it in writing. So I'm to understand that, again, if we're in a situation where this channel gets suspended erroneously, I can still use my other channels to make content, okay? Fair enough, I hope.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. You're hoping that this would work. You're living by hope at this point, when in reality, some hope can be considered as a false hope. This could be a false hope for you, because if you do try to make content on that, but try to make money off of it, you're not going to get really successful with it, and you're just going to beg some more.
I hope they're not lying to me. Why would they lie? Right? I mean, that'd be pretty stupid. I have it in writing. Legally, I can prove I did nothing wrong if I go to my other channels and they're like, oh, you know, that's wrong. You can't use your other channels if you have copyright strikes against your other channel. And then they hit me with more stuff, like more suspensions or bans. I'd be like, what are you talking about? I have it in writing right here.
Like I said, it would be considered ban evasion, which is against their terms of service. That's the reason why it would be considered bad. But I have it in writing, guys. Look, I have this in writing. You can have something in writing, but it doesn't mean anything. Just like how your business degree doesn't mean anything because you're running a failing business. And you seem to think that it's so successful that you don't have to worry about getting a real job.
That it says I could have done it. You know, here it is. So, to my knowledge, if this channel gets suspended, I should be able to still do React content, and we would go over temporarily to KO Gaming and try to do daily live streams over there. And maybe, you know, maybe upload the videos there too. I don't know. I don't know if anyone would even watch the gameplay videos if I uploaded them to KO Gaming. I really don't know. I don't know what would happen.
Also, another thing that I'm going to point out, that you say that they're not affiliated with DSP Gaming, but here's the problem. DSP Reacts, DSP Gaming, affiliated already. Also, KO Gaming, which is a subsidiary to DSP Gaming. That was supposed to be your edited content, as well as the king of community creation, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The cock, essentially.
Then I reached out to a couple of lawyers, which I'm going to talk about in a moment here. Okay? So you guys know what's going on with that. Because I do have some, information, some updates for you here. Alright? In regards to that.
Oh, good. Tell us what the lawyers, and thank you, Memology, for getting rid of the chewing of the water. Nobody wanted to see that.
Worst case scenario, if this channel gets suspended and it's gone, alright? And I go over to my other channels and I try to make content there, and those channels get suspended, which shouldn't happen. I've been told by YouTube it won't. I've been given the go-ahead by YouTube to use the other channels. But if it happens because they don't know what they're talking about, then I'm going to have to temporarily go over to my old Twitch TV channel, which is twitch.tv/DarksidePhil, and probably do a couple streams there, a few streams there, just to make content. You know, it's my job. I can't not work. And then what we're going to have to do is try to figure out some kind of a solution. And the answer is not to stay on Twitch. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. You would have to go back to Twitch, even though you shat on Twitch after they got rid of you. You said it was harmful or hateful slurs. You kept saying it over and over and over, that Twitch, you demanded Twitch to give you a formal apology, saying that they fucked you over. Come on, Phil. It's so childish of you to think that they should give you an apology.
Of what bitrate you could stream at, and Twitch's insanely bad moderation. You know, the reason I left Twitch is because I was sitting on a stream and they claimed that I said something racial that I never said, and then I showed them I didn't, and then they unsuspended my channel, but they suspended it for no reason. There was no evidence I did anything wrong. It's very idiotic the way that company is run. All right,
Phil, they had proof that you said it. Multiple clips of you saying the hateful slurs or harmful slurs on there. Oh, but I didn't say anything racist, but here's the thing. They were mostly homophobic and against people with mental illness. That is the one part where a lot of people got pissed at you, including Twitch. So keep that in mind when you're saying, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, even though there's evidence of it.
And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be on a business where at any moment someone's going to claim I did something, I didn't do it, and they just, oh, let's just suspend you now. No, I'm not dealing with you.
So essentially, you're going to say the same thing that what YouTube is doing with you, that Twitch would do the same thing to you.
All right, it wouldn't be permanent. It would be a temporary thing. And then what I would probably do is try another business. Some people are telling me there's a new place called Kick or something. I've never heard of it. But people are like, yeah, it's a new streaming website. A lot of content creators are giving it a shot. Would I try it? I probably would. I would probably try it and see what it's like. Thing is, I don't know how it works. I don't know how easily I could even stream there. I don't know if OBS can even stream to it easily. You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. If it even can. I don't know how OBS works.
Why don't you do research on it, Phil? Why don't you just look up if Kick can run OBS on it? But the problem is that you won't do any research. Also, number two, whenever this whole thing happened, when people told you to go to Kick or Rumble, whatever the other one was, you essentially said, I don't think it will work, guys. I have no idea if it will work. I don't think it will work. I want to keep my YouTube channel, guys.
And Also, I don't know about their limitations. I don't know what's going to happen because, you know, what's their bit rate? Do they limit your bit rate when you stream over there? Or can you just stream as high as you want? Obviously, I'm streaming at 12,000 kilobits on YouTube now. I love this quality I'm streaming at. I want to keep at it. I don't want to have to nerf. If I go to Twitch, I immediately have to have my quality. I'm not even kidding you. Right now, this stream is 12,000 kilobits per second. If I go to Twitch, I have to stream at 6,500 kilobits. That's not even good enough for smooth 60 frames per second in 720p quality.
Phil, I'm going to say this. If you are desperate enough to keep working, in quotes, you would have to suck it the fuck up and go over there. You did it before when Machinima gave you pay cuts. So what's stopping you from going back to Twitch?
It's not even good enough for that, and that's what they're limiting you to do over there. It's preposterous how behind the times Twitch is.
Then he starts complaining about whether he should go to Kick, Rumble, or wherever the hell the other streaming services was. It was just a big whole flip-floppy type of situation. Honestly, why bother when he's not even going to go over there anyway?
I will 1,000,000% raise my hand.
Oh god, not that. No, Phil, what are you doing?
Right here and tell you, I swear to you, I will not allow 15 years of my life be erased off the internet because a company doesn't want to abide by the law, because a person does not want to abide by the law. I know I have done nothing wrong.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that though, Phil. You claim that you've done nothing wrong, that you're innocent, but an innocent person would not say over and over and over and over again that they did nothing wrong, that they're innocent. Instead, they'll just say it one time and then drop it unless it's asked again. But nobody asked you. Instead, you think that, oh, I'm just gonna use this as a way to boost views on my video, guys. Because that's what happened. When you made that emergency video, it went to the 5-digit numbers. So, prediction A that I made was correct. You were using it to boost views and to try to make as much money as you could in case this channel gets removed. But my second prediction hasn't hit yet. Actually, it did hit because he ended up saying that he wanted to raise a legal fund. That way, if he ever decides to pay for said lawyer, he would have his dents contribute and help out with his funds. You know, the pity dollars. It'll just keep rolling in, and he'll just be rolling in the dough like he claims all the other rich fat cats are having. But then he kind of resents it and says, oh, I might not, never know, but it's Phil. He's going to be begging for money.
I swear to you, I will not allow 15 years of work to go down the drain because these companies basically are not responsible legally. I refuse. Okay? So rest assured, there may be issues, there may be road bumps, there may be problems, but this channel will not go away permanently. It will come back at some point. All right?
Yeah, but if it does get removed permanently, then you can't bring it back. You can't perform necromancy on a dead channel. That's all that this channel is. It's dead. The only reason why it's still alive and kicking, it's because of drama, your detractors that bring people to you, and also your toxic behavior, because it brings a fascination to people. It brought me to you. This curious fascination that makes me wonder, how the fuck can someone stay on the internet for so long while being a toxic person, while deluding themselves to thinking that they're positive, that they're the pure-hearted man that just loves his fans, doesn't want to take advantage of his fans. But yet, we'll rattle the cup around just to get money out of their paychecks. That is the reason why you're still around.
I will commit that to you, and it doesn't even matter if it takes years of legal battles. I don't care. I will not allow DSP Gaming to be erased. All right? So I'm just making that clear to you all right now.
Yeah, a lot of people thought they can keep their works from being erased, but yeah, that didn't happen.
Fair enough? So you don't have to worry. It may be a horrible, horrible situation to get through, but I'm not going to be deleted for doing nothing wrong. All right? I'm going to keep streaming on DSP Gaming and do normal content. I'm still going to be doing content for my sister channel, DSP React, as if nothing is wrong.
Phil, you're not even a business person. Stop calling it a sister channel. Just call it my second channel, just like every other YouTuber does.
I mean, yeah, things are wrong. At any moment, this channel could be suspended. Not deleted, but suspended. Because I already have those 2 counter notifications in the pipeline. Those are going to clear within 2 weeks' time, and therefore then the channel will be fine again. But I am absolutely in jeopardy of being suspended, and it's bullshit, and it shouldn't be that situation, but it is. All right? So, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and continue as usual. All right? And there's, if anything goes wrong and we have to go to Twitch temporarily, I will. And if that, once we go there, that's not working out, or if I feel like I want to try this Kick, we'll try Kick. And again, to upload videos, obviously, if I'm making new playthroughs, I want to upload the videos. I don't want to have this on hold. So if that means that I have to go to another website, such as whoever this other one is, Rumble or something, don't even know. But if I have to go there temporarily, right, I will do that. All right?
Okay, so I'm going to be giving you a little bit of optimism, Phil. Yeah, I know, because you think a lot of detractors are heartless bastards that don't give a shit about you. I don't want your channel to go away. Not because I'm going to lose a cash cow like some people think that I'm doing. It's the fact that I believe that anyone on the internet deserves to have their channels. They should have a right to express their creativity, that they should express what they put their blood, sweat, and tears into, as well as show a passion for something. That's why I want you to keep your channel. Am I an asshole for ripping on you for some things? No, but some people can perceive me as an asshole. I don't mind, because everyone's entitled to set opinion about it. But on the other hand, if your channel does go away, like you said, you'll probably be on another site and people will follow. Your detractors will follow. Everyone will follow. As long as they want to put the time and effort into doing so. Like I said, Phil, I don't hate you as a person. I just hate the shit that you do.
It's that simple, all right? That's what we're doing. We're not going to stop. I will tell you this again. I just told you one thing. I said I will not let DSP gaming die permanently, and that is the truth. No matter what, this channel will come back at some point. And number two, I will make another promise to you. I'm not going to stop making content.
No!
God damn it. Why you gotta do that, man? Oh, I'm not gonna stop making content. No.
All right? My content is meaningful, positive, fun, and so many people tell me on a daily basis they're so grateful that I still am here after all the trials and tribulations that I have been through and all the bullshit that people have put me through over these years.
I still believe that that's all bullshit. Meaningful, not so much. Positive, yeah, you said that before and then you yelled at somebody to shut the fuck up in the same stream, as well as the day after, telling them to go fuck off because they were threatening you. So, no, it's not. Also, people telling you that they're grateful for it, yeah, you'll have one or two people that'll say that, but not everybody will have that same opinion. Just saying.
People respect me for still sticking with it. People look up to me for sticking through these tough times. And a lot of people have even told me that they see me as an inspiration. Now, do you want to know the truth? I don't think any of that should be.
I don't think you're an inspiration either. Instead, you're a case study of how you shouldn't run a YouTube channel / how to run a business / how to be a person, how to be a good streamer. Essentially all that shit.
Believe that at all. I don't think I'm anyone special or different than anybody else. I've always told you guys I see myself as a Joe average guy.
Wait. Joe average guy. Phil, it's called the average Joe, not Joe average guy. Why did... It's all right. It's all right. The pig roach can't hurt you. Everything's fine.
Just having fun on the internet, making content with you guys on a daily basis, period. I've never seen myself as anyone to look up to. But apparently it's the truth, because I get these messages all the time saying, please keep making content. Your content is meaningful. When I come to your channel and I unwind from a day away and I get to hear your unbiased opinions, your truthfulness, you're not just saying something because it's a paid advertisement or a shtick or an ad. You're not doing something just because you're getting paid for it. You're doing it because you have a passion for it, right?
Yeah, no, that's not right. Are you honest? No. Are you unbiased? No, you're very fucking biased to what you believe in. Dead Island 2, for example, you're very biased towards that. Also, passionate, like a Dragonetian likes to say hi of you passing out.
I very well could have been a much bigger content creator. I was a bigger content creator, but because I didn't become the kiss ass that a lot of other content creators did, the PG golden boy promoting content and shilling shit, that's why I'm the guy who's the whipping boy of the internet.
Phil, that's not the reason why you're not at the million subscriber count. You could have been, but you didn't, because of the way that you acted in the past and in the present. Toxic. You complained about the game being, poorly designed. The people that made that game should have their jobs fired or their asses kicked. Shitting on your fans for liking a game that you did not enjoy. And also constantly begging people for money, and as soon as they ask questions about the money, you immediately tell them to shut the fuck up and you ban them or time them out. Same thing with anyone that asks questions, or if they're trying to have a conversation amongst the other members. You essentially yell at them that they're not talking to you, they should be talking to you, you're the main focus, not everyone else, not the community that you built. It should be always about you, and that's toxic. If you would have been a show, and you've done that before, Loot Crate was one of them. When you went to that chair company, you did that too. So, contradictions upon contradictions, oh my.
Very truthfully, that's the reason. Because I could have been a big guy with big protection from everyone around, and I always said, no, I'm not that person, all right?
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. You should have taken the said protection, otherwise shit like this wouldn't have happened to you. So it's all on your fault. It's all on you, buddy.
And I think a lot of people respect that and understand that. That's why I still have the viewer base I do 15 years later. Despite the fact that there's so many people on the internet that just want to be toxic and negative, there's people who love who I am and what I do. And I really appreciate that you guys allow me to make a living doing what I do. I really, really, really appreciate that, okay?
Here's the thing with that, though, Phil. Your viewership that you had dwindled over the years. Sure, you may have a big fan base back into your prime, but that has slowly dwindled down to like maybe 20-15% of your original viewers. With detractors watching you and giving their 2 cents on you. Or having like video essays on you. It's quite fascinating how you seem to think, I still have my viewership. You don't. It's not as big as it once was, and you're living these delusions of grandeur that you're the top dog, you're better, and everyone else that you run the successful business known as DSP Gaming. When in reality, it's just one step away from being closed forever.
Okay? Thank you for that support. That's why I'm not ever going to give up. I am not going to let the malicious actions of someone committing crimes against me when I've done nothing wrong deter me from doing what I love or deter me from making meaningful content that helps others. You understand? If anything,
Phil, the detractor content is more meaningful and helpful. Here's the thing about the detraction community that you don't seem to understand. It's not a toxic, malicious group that you think that it is. It's a group of people that came together because of the shit that you did. And it just became like a big family, essentially. A better community than what you created. And you can do buddy-buddy with some of these people. If you actually would listen to the people, we're not hating on you. Sir, granted, there were detractors that hated on you, a.k.a. Sons of Kojima. They're not around anymore. For a good fucking reason. But then, there's community now of the anti-DSP community, or the detractor community. It's all based around friends having fun at your expense, and you don't like it. And you want them gone. And some of them want you gone. Personally, I don't. I don't want you to go. Like I said, I want you to keep making content. Because it's a fascination for everyone that watches you. Truly, it is. I mean, full sincerity, hand over heart. I mean that.
When people like this do shit to me like this just motivates me to come back stronger. I want you to understand that. This is exactly where my old moniker used to come from. When people crap on me and tell me, you're no good, you're this, you can't do that, you can't do this, that motivates me to redouble my efforts and do better.
Yeah, but you don't do better, though. That's the problem. You never do better. You have this delusion that what you think is better, but your thin skin is showing. The mask is cracking when you're pretending to be friendly and nice. And when that mask cracks, they see inside how malicious you are, how toxic you are. It's not because, I use that as a way to motivate me to do better. No, because you don't accept criticism at all. Instead, it's a way for you to bite back at people because, if they're giving me shit, I should give them shit. Do unto others as others would do unto you. The golden proverb that gets fucking twisted around. That's what your moniker is. It's not making you stronger. It's making you hate everyone and everything more and more and more.
I am more motivated now than ever to keep making content and keep being successful.
Your whiny voice says otherwise. You're not motivated. You don't have any bass in your voice that thinks that you're motivated. You're really not motivated at all. Not gonna lie. If you say that you're motivated, actually show that you're motivated. And have that tone in your voice that says, I'm motivated. I can do this. I want to keep making content. I want to do this. I want to fight the odds. But it sounds defeated. It's a defeatist tone that you have. And you'll never get over it.
Even if it means that I'm successful at a very small level to a couple thousand people, which is really what it is. I probably have an active fan base of 10,000 viewers or less across the globe.
Yeah, but your view count says otherwise.
But you know what? Those are people who like what I do. They like that I cater the content to them, and they support it. That's enough for me. I have no aspirations of being a giant, successful content creator. I don't.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You have no aspirations. Just like how you have no aspirations to actually take your wife out on a honeymoon when your own fucking mother gave you the money to do so, but you told her taxes were more important. You have no aspirations to be bigger, but instead, you want to remain down at level 1. Because Keemstar, when he said that shit to you, was right. And you just refuse to build from that. You know, use your King of Hate moniker to, get it down deep in your heart. You don't do that at all. Instead, you want to put the blame on other people, spreading your hatred and malicious intent onto other people that don't deserve it. Honestly, this whole video about him just like, I'm not giving up, that I'm going to keep making content, it's all just a ploy just to cover up the fact that he might lose his channel. Because he has this paranoia that he has to constantly refresh the page to make sure that he doesn't get that 3rd copyright strike. Meaning that if that happens, he's gone forever. As well, he still wants to blame detractors for all the shit that has happened to him, despite the fact that it wasn't any of us. Sure, people of the Detraction Community might joke about it, but in reality, it's just him playing himself over and over and over and slowly putting himself back into obscurity, where he should have belonged in the first place, supposedly. Like I mentioned before, and I did mean it with full sincerity, I don't want Phil to lose his channel at all. He may be a shitty content creator, and he has done a lot of toxic things, but deep down, him, me, the rest of the detractors, and his fans, we're all human. We bleed the same, we breathe the same air, and we have that same ambitions, just like everyone else has. Maybe not Phil, though, because he has no aspirations. Like always.